We sport. On deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention. Phirst Contention.
I'm ready.
What up, folks? We are back with a bonus video of Phirst Contention. As we all know, the WNBA draft was this week, headlined by the Phoenix Mercury taking Brittney Griner out of Baylor with the #1 overall pick. So let's throw it out there. Thoughts on the draft and who is your favorite heading into the WNBA season? Steve, let's start with you.
You know, I would say my favorite would be Brittney Griner, but I am a huge Skylar Diggins fan. I mean, not only is she one of the prettiest basketball players, she's one of the most, I can't even think of the word. She's one of the most fundamentally sound floor generals that has ever played female basketball. And I feel like just her presence along with Brittney Griner will elevate the WNBA to another level where maybe some more fans will begin to watch the sport, grow the popularity, the marketability of these athletes will kind of increase with that. You know, you will start to see more about what's going on in WNBA because as of right now, you know, there are not too many marquee girls that we pretty much know about except for the girls that kind of went to the Olympics that kind of brought some buzz around that. But now you can kind of see it may start to grow, especially if Brittney Griner somehow gets a shot just to kind of try out in the NBA like Mark Cuban kind of hinted at. But you never know. I mean, but for me, I'm really interested to see Skylar Diggins.
Terrence, give us your thoughts.
I would have to agree with Steven. Yeah, I called you by your full name, Steven. I love Skylar Diggins. She is such a high intelligence IQ type of person on the court. I love the way that after her first year in Notre Dame, after they went out the first round of the tournament, she came back the next 3 years and made sure that the program was elite enough so they can get that attention and that status. So she's made a household name for herself. I think she's going to make noise in the WNBA. But then also Brittney Griner will as well. She's a dominant force. She wrecked college basketball. It was sad to see them go out versus Louisville, but I think that she'll make noise. And then I think who's a sleeper is Taylor Hill, Minneapolis' own native, went to South Minneapolis High School. I think that she'll make some noise as well. I actually coached varsity girls basketball back in the day, back in 08, 09, and so I remember her. She's something to reckon with.
Right.
I would have to agree with everybody, but think about this: Diana Taurasi, Brittney Griner on the same team. Maya Moore versus Simone Augustus in a Western Conference Finals. I think I like that. I think I like that matchup. But everyone's talking about Skylar Diggins, and oh my. Skylar Diggins is fine, oh fine, oh fine. I digress. But she also has the game to back it up, too, as well. But I think the sleeper this year, and a lot of people haven't talked about her because she went to a small school, is Elena Delle Donne. She was originally at Tennessee, but transferred to Delaware. And I'm telling you, she reminds me a lot of a female version of KD. She's tall, she's athletic, she can put it on the floor, she can shoot, she can score. I mean, she can help out the Chicago Sky out some more, and they could be a nice contender. I think the first 3 picks with Griner, Delle Donne, and Diggins, I mean, you're bringing in more market attraction. I remember back in the day, Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl, you know, Tina Thompson, Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Dawn Staley, you know what I'm saying? Back in Teresa Edwards, you know.
And think about it, you know, today the advantage that, you know, a lot of these, I guess, up and coming female athletes have is the effect of social media. I mean, you got people following them throughout their collegiate career, and then they go into the pros. Of course, they're gonna, you know, increase their presence on social media and get more fans. As you can see, Brittney Griner is one of the most popular female athletes that we have today. I definitely see that increasing over the years. Even getting NBA fans maybe start migrating to the WNBA just to watch her and tweet about her, and all this other social media activity is kind of increasing, the popularity of women's sports in general. So, this would be a good thing for them.
All right, real quick, Marv, you kind of gave us your finals projection, and which is good because it's important for us to realize the Minnesota Lynx have been in the finals the past 2 years, winning the first one, obviously. Marv, who did you have winning? And then Steve and Terrence, who do you guys project to get there and perhaps take it off?
I'm going to go with Phoenix. They had a lot of injuries this past year. And just to correct myself earlier, I said Dalla went to Tennessee originally. She committed to UConn. Thanks, Max, for the heads up over there. I'm going to go with Phoenix versus the defending champions. I'm going to go Phoenix versus Indiana, the Fever. And I think Tamika Catchings and the D that they bring over there, Katie Douglas and those girls, I'm going to go with them coming out the East.
Steve.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Lynx, man. They're going to make it. They're going to make it this year. They fell short last year, but I believe they're going to make it back this year and get that title. I'm not sure if Indiana's going to make it back or not, but I'm putting all my marbles on the Lynx as of right now.
Mac.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stick with the Lynx as well. I think that they're a very formidable opponent. They have shown to be so over the last couple of years. I'm a big fan of the team. I've have some personal connections to them, and so I really enjoy the basketball that they bring to the league, and hopefully they could get back next year and come away with the championship. I was sad to see that Kenneth Wiggins had to go, but I still think that they'll be okay.
Definitely shaping up to be a good WNBA season. We saw what happens whenever these teams get very high-profile picks, and these top 3 picks are nothing to scoff at. So for Marvin, Steven, and Terrence, our special guest, thank you for joining us again, Terrence. I am Ty Sosina. Signing off. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Phirst Contention.